Hello, wonderful people. My name is Zach Pasquarello. I started my bookkeeping business 3 years ago. I have 45 clients. I'm making $20,000 a month. And now I make these videos so that I can teach you how to start your very own bookkeeping business. The greatest thing ever is that we can start this bookkeeping business with no experience. We can do it today. You don't need to have employees. You don't need to spend a lot of money on inventory or advertising. You don't need fancy equipment. You don't need an office building. Literally, all you need is a computer and an internet connection. If you have any questions throughout this live video, feel free to drop a comment in the chat. I will do my best to answer all of your questions. In this video, I want to talk specifically about stress-free starting your bookkeeping business without feeling overwhelmed. What I mean by that is whenever you're starting a business in general, that's a complete career change. And starting a business is scarier than changing jobs or getting any other job or going to college or literally anything else, in my opinion. Starting a business is scarier. I'm not going to say it's harder, but it's definitely scarier because it's new. Not many people do it. You're kind of an outcast. Like most people just say, hey, get a job with good benefits, have job security, a 9 to 5. Like that's normal. But starting a business is not really normal compared to what everybody else is doing. So if you are thinking about starting a bookkeeping business, I guarantee you're at least a little bit stressed right now. At least I was. I was overwhelmed. I was stressed out. I'm going to give you a couple tips and tricks and advice on how to start your bookkeeping business without feeling too stressed out or too overwhelmed. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop a comment in the chat. Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully you can see me okay. Let's jump right into it. So my first piece of advice is do not quit your full-time job until you have a couple clients or until you have some money saved up. So let me tell you exactly what I did. 3 years ago, I had kids and a wife and a house and a mortgage and a ton of utility bills and groceries and diapers and expenses. Like I was in no position to quit my full-time job and start a bookkeeping business. So what I did was I spent 6 months starting and growing my business while I kept my full-time job. That meant that I had to make a ton of sacrifices. I had to wake up early or stay up late or maybe not watch football all day on Sunday or not go out with my friends on Friday night. Like whatever that looks like for you specifically, you're going to need to make sacrifices. But the most important thing here is do not quit your full-time job before you are comfortable enough with your bookkeeping business. Like that's my best piece of advice to reduce your stress so that you're not feeling overwhelmed. You need to keep your full-time job right now. And what you can do, you only need to spend an hour, maybe 2 hours per day working on your bookkeeping business. So if you have a desk job or if you work from home, you are positioned perfectly to work on your business during your 9 to 5 while you're working your full-time job. If you are working in a warehouse or working outside or unable to be on your computer and work on your business 9 to 5, you're just going to have to make some extra sacrifices early in the morning, on your lunch break, on the weekends. But I recommend 1 hour, maybe 2 hours per day spend on your bookkeeping business for the first 3 to 6 months. And here are a couple actionable items for you. Everybody says you want to have 3 months of savings saved up as like an emergency fund. So now that you are going out on your own, I recommend double that. So have 6 months of cash saved up to cover your expenses. So if you are spending $2,000 a month, make sure you have 2 times 6, $12,000 saved up in cash before you quit your full-time job. Maybe you have $5,000 worth of expenses between mortgage and groceries and daycare and restaurants and gas and utilities. Like maybe it's $5,000. So multiply that by 6. So you need $30,000 of cash saved up before you quit your full-time job. And that's just going to give you peace of mind. That's going to help you not feel so stressed out whenever you quit the security of your full-time job, knowing that, okay, all else could fail. I could not make any money for the next 2 months and I'll still be okay. That's going to give you a lot of peace of mind. So make sure you have 6 months of expenses saved up. And then I would recommend man, at least 5 clients. Like try to get 5 clients before you quit your full-time job. Maybe even have 10 clients. If they're paying you $300 a month, 5 clients, that's $1,500 a month, or 10 clients, that's $3,000 a month. Like $3,000 a month is a pretty good monthly recurring revenue as a salary, especially just getting started, especially if you have 6 months of expenses saved up. So what does that mean? That means that your goal for the next 3 to 6 months should be, I need to get 10 clients. And you can do that by getting 2 clients every single month. Like that should be your goal. Whenever I started my bookkeeping business, I didn't get any clients like the first month or the second month, maybe the second month I got my first client. So I didn't get 2 clients right away. If you are just now getting started, don't feel discouraged if you don't have 2 clients right now. Like I'm not expecting you to have 2 clients right now if you're just getting started. But if you've been doing this for a month, maybe 2 months, it's time for you to set a goal of 2 clients every single month. And your client should be paying you between $300 and $500 per month. So if you guys were here yesterday, you know that I said you don't want to try to get clients paying you $100 a month, because it's going to take you forever to get to $3,000 a monthly revenue if clients are only paying you $100 a month. So in the first 6 months, try to get 5 to 10 clients before you quit your full-time job. Now, let me talk a little bit about how do you get your clients. So let me give you a real world example. I just had a real estate investor reach out to me yesterday. And so first of all, this week has been absolutely crazy. I had 3 sales calls on Monday and I had 3 sales calls on Tuesday. 5 of them were scheduled from last week. One of them was impromptu, just like somebody randomly called me out of the blue. And I asked him, I was like, hey, how did you hear about me? And he said, I was looking through some of the real estate investor Facebook groups and your name popped up a ton. So I thought I'd give it a shot and give you a call. So that is how you get clients. Like there is no shortcut. There is no secret. I can't give you like the secret recipe for getting clients, other than you just need to spend a lot of time, invest your energy into sales and marketing. And you can do it for free. Like I'm sure you guys have been watching my videos, you can do sales and marketing completely for free. I've never paid for Google ads or Facebook ads. It's all been free social media marketing. And that's good news for you, because I guarantee you're similar to me, how I was 3 years ago. Like I was not trying to spend $2,000 every month on Google ads or Facebook ads or a social media marketing manager. Like I was kind of bootstrapping it. Like I didn't have a ton of cash laying around to invest in my business. So I had to figure out, how can I do this on my own? And the good news is you totally can do this on your own. So if anybody has any questions, feel free to drop a question in the chat and I will do my best to answer all of your questions. So this guy reached out to me yesterday and he found me through in Facebook groups. And like I spend a lot of time doing marketing on Facebook. Like I post in real estate investor groups. I post in local business groups. I post on my Facebook page all the time. I'm constantly creating content that's related to bookkeeping and taxes and business in general. So this guy didn't really know me. I didn't send him a DM on Facebook. I didn't do a cold call with him. He just found me because other people were talking about me. Other people were referring me on people's posts. Like when people ask for a bookkeeper in these Facebook groups, usually people recommend me. And this is 3 years into it. So I'm not saying that you have to be where I am right now, but 3 years into it, people are referring me in these Facebook groups. When people ask about a bookkeeper or an accountant or somebody to help with taxes, people usually refer my name or the name of my business. So I cannot stress enough the power, the compounding power of social media marketing. Like you have to be putting out this content on social media every single day for a long period of time. And then people will just naturally start to recognize you. People will just naturally start to get to know you and refer you out. I had another conversation completely unrelated to bookkeeping, but one of my friends from high school, like a longtime friend, called me today, and he just started an insurance business. So he's selling insurance basically. And that is a difficult sales job. Like his sales are much more difficult than our sales. And so that's good news for us because it's not as hard to sell bookkeeping services as it is to sell insurance, because insurance is tough, like whatever. It's just like, it's a tough sales business to be in. But he called me today and he was like, hey, like what's your secret for social media? Like, how are you putting out all this content? Like, do you have someone doing it for you, or do you have like an app that you just like does it all for you? And I was like, honestly, there's not really a secret. Like, there's not really like a secret sauce or like a magic trick that I'm doing. I make a video every single morning, like a short 60-second video every single morning. And keep in mind, I have 45 clients. Like, I don't know how, like, if any of you have more than 45 clients, let me know in the chat. I would love to know who out there has more clients than I do. And the reason I'm saying that is because if I have time to do it, then I'd be willing to bet you probably have time to create content. Like, unless you have a full-time job and like you're doing 3 other businesses, maybe you don't, but like chances are you probably have an hour every single day where instead of watching Netflix from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m., you could probably create some social media content. Instead of sleeping in until 10 a.m., like you could probably wake up an hour early and make some social media content. Like, whatever that looks like for you in your current situation. And the whole idea behind this is like, if you're hungry to start a business, then like this is what it takes. Like, I tell everybody this: starting a business, a bookkeeping business, is a 4-step process. Number 1, bookkeeping in QuickBooks. Number 2, sales and marketing. Number 3 is customer service. And number 4 is work really, really hard. Like, don't ever let anybody tell you that starting a business is not hard work, because it absolutely is really, really hard. Okay, so let me get back to my story about my buddy from high school. He called me. He's like, hey, what's your secret? How are you putting out so much content? I was like, honestly, first of all, I try to keep it simple. Like with anything, like with onboarding bookkeeping clients, with my sales pitches, with doing the actual bookkeeping in QuickBooks, and with marketing, I try to keep it simple. So I create one 60-second video every single morning, and I post that to LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. I'm not on here telling you guys that you have to start making videos, because I'm going to be honest, I was not making videos whenever I got started. Like, it's really intimidating to talk in front of the camera. I get that. So like, I'm not telling you have to start making videos. It's a good idea if you want to. The reason why I think it's so powerful is because I really think a lot of my Facebook friends, they see me talking and they kind of like, they know me. I think it helps people start to trust you if they see your face. And that's only going to happen if you make videos. Like, if you can make posts all day, but people aren't really going to get to know you like they would whenever they see you talk and they hear your voice. So that's why I think videos are so powerful. But I'm not telling you have to start making videos in the very beginning, because it is really challenging. So what you can do instead, like I make a video every morning, you could make an infographic or a flyer or a post, or like take a picture and write a caption. Like, you could do that every single morning, and you could post that to Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, whatever social media platform you are on. Post that every single morning, like just once a day. That's all you have to do in creating content. If you want, you can make a second post. Like, I post on Facebook 2 or 3 times a day, but I'm also crazy. So like, I'm not asking you to be as crazy as me when it comes to social media. All you need to do is 1 post per day. But here is the most important thing. And this is what I told my friend. He's like, what's your secret? I was like, honestly, it's not even so much about the content. The content is good. Like, if you can get 50 plus likes on a Facebook post, that's pretty good. But you're not gonna get that right in the beginning. So here is the secret sauce. Here is the magic trick. The key is you have to engage with your community. You have to be a real person. You have to build relationships with people. And it sucks because that's hard. Like, that's really, really hard. That takes time. And you can't just use ChatGPT to make a post to build a relationship with a fellow business owner who might turn into a prospective client. Like, there's no shortcut. Like, there's no way you can fake that using artificial intelligence. There's no way you can use Facebook ads or Google ads to build relationships with prospective clients on Facebook. Like, it's just like, I don't know, like, there's just no shortcut. And it sucks because it is really hard. But the good news is that you can do it for free today, right now. As soon as you stop watching this video, you can open up your Facebook app and you could start engaging with your community. And it's not going to pay dividends tomorrow or next month or even this tax season. Like none of these people might hire you in March and April for taxes. Like, but that's the whole, like that's the whole deal. Like it's not fast, it's not easy. It takes a long time and it's really, really hard, but it's so simple. Like all you have to do is be a regular person and just build relationships with people on social media. Like that's how I did it. Like there are plenty of other ways to build a business and to get clients and to do marketing and sales. I understand that. I'm just telling you guys what has worked for me. I'm just sharing my story. Like that's just what's worked really, really, really well for me. Like I've had 6 sales calls this week. Like that's, I don't know. In my opinion, that's pretty good. So take it for whatever you guys want, but that's what's worked really well for me. All right, let me get to some of these questions here. All right then, keep your secrets. You said, I've been a huge inspiration. I appreciate that. That's why I'm here. I'm here to motivate, educate, and inspire you. You said, I'm working on getting my website up and running by this weekend. I have 1 client currently. Congratulations. How do you push for referral business? So I would wait at least a month, if not 2 to 3 months with this 1 client, and don't be pushy about it. But what you can do is every client you get, wait 3 months and then send them an email and be really, really straightforward, really simple. Say, hey, client, I love working with you. I think you're a great business owner. I would be open to working with other business owners like you. I'm currently trying to onboard 1 to 2 new clients in the next 2 months. If you know anybody who's a similar business owner like yourself, feel free to give them my contact information. I would love to potentially work with them. So let them know, like, first of all, compliment them, boost their ego a little bit, make them happy, and let them know that you are taking on new clients. Like, I think a lot of people kind of assume that like professional services are like, we're too busy. Like people assume that lawyers and accountants and bookkeepers are like just like super booked and too busy to take on new clients. So first of all, let them know like, hey, I'm actually trying to get 2 new clients in the next 2 months. I really like the way you run your business. Compliment them. So if you know anybody who might potentially be looking for bookkeeping, like feel free to pass along my information. But I would wait a couple months after you onboard them as a client. You continue to say, I'm going to create my social media this weekend as well, hoping to start content by next week. What were some of your first videos about on social media before you had clients? So here is the secret. All you need to do, go to Google and read blogs about bookkeeping tips for small business owners. Bookkeeping tips for small business owners. Google that, do some research, take some notes, write some scripts, practice. If you're going to make a video, practice the video. If not, like just make a script, or not make a script, but like make a post. You can use canva.com to create like an infographic or a flyer, or you can just take a picture and write a caption on the picture. But like just keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate it. Like the whole idea with creating content is you want to do something simple enough that you can repeat the process every single day for 6 months. Like if it takes you 2 hours today to create your social media marketing content, you're going to be exhausted and you are not going to want to do that again tomorrow. Definitely not going to want to do that every single day for the next 6 months. So you need to develop a process and figure out how to create content simply and quickly. Like it should not be taking you more than 20 minutes to create your content. So quick examples. Remember to get a separate business checking account whenever you start your business. Keep your business and personal transactions separate. Remember to save your receipts if you're paying with cash or check. Like keep your receipts in case of an audit. Remember, if you ever pay a vendor or a contractor or a subcontractor, make sure you get a W-9 so that you can give them a 1099 at the end of the year. Like these are simple bookkeeping tips for business owners. You can keep it simple because you would be amazed at how many people just don't know the basic stuff. So like you don't need to change people's lives and like make this earth-shattering new information like these crazy tax strategies. You don't have to do that. You just need to keep it simple. And just remember that there are a lot of people starting a business who have they don't even know what a 1099 is. They don't even know that they need to have a separate business checking account. Like there are tons of business owners out there right now who are using their personal checking account for their business and they don't even know they're doing anything wrong. So just keep it simple and don't be afraid to repeat stuff. Like, not the exact same post, but like I tell people, I make posts all the time about using QuickBooks, or sales tax is due today, or don't forget to keep your business and personal transactions separate. Like, I repeat these concepts all the time. So don't be afraid to repeat concepts. Let's see. What else? William Peacock, you said, I have a bookkeeping certification. Congratulations. And my QBO Pro Advisor certification. But with lack of actual real world experience, I feel like I lack the confidence needed to sell. So you need to get over that. Like, I know that's harsh, and I don't really mean to be harsh, but seriously, you need to get over that. Okay, here is a great mindset to have. So right now, you know a decent amount about bookkeeping and QuickBooks. I guarantee you, you know more about bookkeeping and QuickBooks than your average business owner. And right now, there are literally thousands of business owners in your hometown right now who are struggling with their bookkeeping. There are people right now who are stressed out. There are people, business owners right now, who need you. They need your services. So by you not doing sales and marketing, you are actually hurting these business owners because they are so stressed out and they need you, but they don't know about you. So you are hurting them. You are doing a disservice to them by not doing sales and marketing. So once you shift your mindset to, ooh, I don't want to bother people, I don't want to slide into people's DMs because that's annoying. As soon as you change your mindset, stop thinking that way. Instead, think, man, there is that dude who's an electrician and he is so stressed out because he has no idea how to use QuickBooks and he doesn't know a bookkeeper, a good bookkeeper who can help him. But you are a good bookkeeper. Like, you know how to do QuickBooks. You have a bookkeeping certification. You're a QuickBooks Online Pro Advisor. Like, you know how to do bookkeeping, so you have to help him and he has to hire you. Like, that's all there is to it. Like, that is the name of the game. So stop feeling self-conscious and just be confident, because you are hurting people every day that you don't do sales and marketing and they don't hire you. So shift your mindset. You're not being annoying. You're not being salesy. You are actually helping people. I hope that was helpful. When you started your business, was this your full-time gig or did you work at a job while you were building it? Sorry if it's a repeat question. I just got on. Yeah, so like for the first 10 minutes, I was talking about how I had a full-time job. So little life story real quick. 2019, I got out of the Army. I worked at Chewy.com. I was an area manager at Chewy. And I did that for a year, and it was such a hard job. Like, God bless all of those Chewy warehouse workers. It is so incredibly difficult to work in a warehouse. I was a manager, so I wasn't actually packing the boxes, but I was managing 30 Chewy team members who were packing the boxes. I did that for a year. It was so hard. And then I went to Amazon. Chewy was paying me $70,000 a year, which I thought was a good salary. Amazon offered me $100,000 a year to do the exact same job. I got that job in 2020, but I was working night shift and I absolutely hated it. The one good thing, hopefully my Amazon manager isn't watching this right now, the one good thing about working night shift at Amazon is I was able to do a lot of my bookkeeping while I was on the clock at Amazon. So I was in the warehouse, I was a manager, so I had my computer, and while I was like pretending to be an Amazon worker, I was working on my bookkeeping business. So I was really blessed to have the opportunity to work on my bookkeeping business while I was working at Amazon, making $100,000 a year. So I did that for 6 months. I pretty much started my bookkeeping business as soon as I started working at Amazon. And 6 months later, I quit Amazon and I went full time with my bookkeeping business. And the rest is history. Let's see. B. Douglas. Competence comes before confidence. Don't let it stop you. Just do it. And the more competent you get, the more confident you will have. The more confidence you will have. So here's the thing about that. You have to practice. Like, sales and marketing is not easy. You have to practice. You cannot just think, like, it's ridiculous to think that you are just going to hop on your very first sales call ever and do a good job. Like, obviously, you're not going to do a good job, but it's the same concept with anything. Like, if you go try out for a basketball team and you've never played basketball before, you're going to be bad. If you go work at Amazon and try to be like an Amazon warehouse worker, like, you're going to be bad for the first couple of weeks because you've never done it before. You've never practiced it before. It doesn't mean you don't have potential to be good. It just means that you haven't practiced. So same concept with sales and marketing. And that's why in the very beginning I said starting a business is so overwhelming and stressful, because like there's no playbook for us. There's no college degree that you can get. There's no like certification that you can get that teaches you everything you need to know about starting a bookkeeping business, except for my course. If you want to take my course, the link is in the description. I do teach you everything you need to know. But seriously, it's so stressful and overwhelming because you're alone. There's nobody teaching you what to do. So the best way to learn how to do something is just to start doing it. Like, start creating marketing content, start making videos, start posting on your Instagram or your Facebook. Just start doing it. Don't be afraid of what other people think about you. I promise you there's going to be some haters. There's going to be some negative comments. Actually, I mean, not even really. Like, as long as you're not doing a bad job, like, a bookkeeping business is not very controversial. Like, I don't really even get that many negative comments in my YouTube comments, which is amazing. I have no idea how I don't get more hate on my YouTube videos, but that's because we don't really talk about controversial stuff. Like, we're just talking about bookkeeping and QuickBooks. Like, it's not really, like, there's nothing to make fun of us for. So don't be afraid to just start and try creating content. And just like, your first sales call is going to be horrible. I promise you. You're going to sound like a fool. You're going to sound nervous. You're going to embarrass yourself. But then you move on. Like, I've probably done 1,000 sales calls in the past 3 years. So like, yeah, I'm going to be pretty good at it because I've done it 1,000 times. So practice, practice, practice. Never give up. That's all you can do. All right, let's see. Do you utilize cold calling at all for your prospecting? No, I do not do any cold calling. I don't do any email marketing. Pretty much all of my marketing and sales is honestly done from Facebook. Like, honestly, that's the truth. It doesn't have to be like that for you. Like, maybe you love LinkedIn or maybe you love TikTok. That's fine. Like, it doesn't have to be Facebook. Me personally, I just have a lot of success on Facebook. So I like Facebook, but I've never, like, I would not do cold calling. I would not do cold calling. I think it's a huge waste of your time. I would much rather spend 20 minutes and create marketing content and reach 100 people on Facebook than spend 20 minutes trying to cold call 4 people and get hung up on 3 of them. Steele Sadler, I projected about 5 clients in order to go part-time at my current full-time job. I have 8 or 9 potential clients showing interest. I've been preparing hard to land them. That's awesome. I would say be prepared to lose 50% of them. Be prepared to lose 50% of them. So, like, I have people expressing interest all the time, but also, to be fair, I think I'm losing more clients now because I'm charging a lot more. I think I was getting more clients when I was only charging $2 per transaction. Like, I just quoted somebody today and I quoted him $500 a month, and I don't think I'm going to hear back from him because I don't think he's happy with the quote, which is fine. Like, I already have 45 clients. I'm not desperate for a client, but be prepared to lose potentially 50% of those prospects. Here's the thing. Here is the thing with landing the sale. I say this a bunch of times, but I'm seriously, like, this is a great thing that I've learned over the years. So you're probably super excited right now. You have 9 potential clients, and that's probably all you think about. Like, you're probably like, oh, like, I just want to land these 9 clients. La la la. Like, that's all I can think about. I can't sleep at night. I got 9 potential clients, and that's awesome. That's a really good start. But here's what you want to do. You want to follow up with them, add them to your tracker, email, first name, last name, phone number, and a couple notes about your most recent interaction. Add them to your tracker and send them an email with next steps, and then forget about them. Add them to your tracker so you follow up with them in 2 weeks, but seriously, forget about them. I don't want you to lose sight of today's goal because you're too focused on yesterday's prospective clients. So add them to your tracker. Don't completely forget about them, but erase them from your goals and mindset today, because today you have to continue selling and marketing to more people. So and this happened to me. This is why I bring it up, because it happened to me. Like, I get so hyper focused on these 3 clients. We had our sales consultation. I sent them the quote. They said yes. I even sent them the invoice, and now they just haven't paid the invoice yet. So I'm like calling them and emailing them and following up with them. Like, hey, like, remember, you gotta pay your invoice. Meanwhile, I've lost sight of, like, oh shoot, I still need to create marketing content today. I still need to friend request 50 new people on Facebook. I still need to send DMs to everybody who I became friends with recently. So don't hyper focus on these 9 potential clients so much that you stop doing sales and marketing. Unfortunately, as a business owner, we can never stop doing sales and marketing. The day you stop doing sales and marketing is the day your business will slowly and unexpectedly decline and die, because all of a sudden you're going to lose 2 clients and you only got 1. Next month, you're going to lose 3 clients and you only got 1. And all of a sudden, you're going to slowly start to lose clients if you stop doing sales and marketing. So you always got to be selling. ABC, always be closing. One last from me. All right, then, keep your secrets. It's okay. Keep the questions coming. There's no shame in asking a lot of questions. How do I get on that bookkeepers call you have on Mondays at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time? There, I appreciate you. Thanks for giving me the plug. There is a link in the description of this video. Join my Facebook group, schedule a one-on-one consultation with me, buy my course, and sign up for the weekly meetings we have every Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Music playlist. How many messages can I send on Facebook to avoid the spam folder? Here is the secret. Here's the key. This is why you have to be friends with them before you send the message. There's no point in sending messages to people who are not your friends. So here's the 4-step process for sales and marketing. Create content every day. Find prospective clients. Go to Facebook groups, find prospective clients, connect, send 50 friend requests every single day. Step 3, connect with prospective clients. Send 50 friend requests every single day. I know that seems like a lot, but I promise you it's what you got to do. Step number 4, send a message to everybody who accepted your friend request. This is important. 30 days ago. So today, today is November 29th. So you're going to send 50 friend requests today, and then you're going to do it every single day for the next 30 days. And then all of a sudden on December 29th, I want you to look back and see who accepted my friend request from November 29th. And those people are the ones who you send your message to. Hey, I'm growing my bookkeeping business. I was just wondering, do you know any business owners who might need help with their bookkeeping or QuickBooks? I would really appreciate an introduction and an opportunity to help them. Send them that message, but the key is you have to wait 30 days after they accept your friend request. And there's 2 reasons. Like, first of all, absolutely 100% don't send messages to people who are not your friends, because it's just going to go to the spam folder. Like, it's not a good use of your time. Second of all, it's pretty annoying to get a DM the same day that you accept somebody's friend request. So don't do that. Third, most importantly, you want to have your social media marketing content do the job it's supposed to do. Let it do the work for you. Let it sell your services for you. Allow your prospective clients and your new Facebook friends or new Instagram followers or new LinkedIn connections, allow these people to get to know you and to build trust with you and establish a relationship with you. Your direct message, your DM, will be infinitely more meaningful after you have engaged with this person. Like, imagine John Smith makes a post about his restaurant and you comment on it and you say, man, those crab legs look delicious. Hey, or John Smith has a construction business and he just built somebody a deck. You say, wow, John, that deck looks beautiful. Keep crushing it. Like, Imagine after 4 weeks of you commenting on his posts and liking his stuff, and then you send him a DM and he's already seen your daily posts about bookkeeping and QuickBooks and taxes and business advice. Like, he sees you, he knows who you are. Your DM is going to be infinitely more meaningful at that moment than it would be if you just sent him a cold DM without even being friends, or the same day that he accepted your friend request. Seriously, I think that's the best advice I can give anybody when it comes to sending DMs on Facebook. You gotta wait 30 days. All right, hope that was helpful. Let me check my phone. See if anybody's calling me. Let me check real quick. All right, have a couple missed calls, but hopefully it's nothing too important. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to try to stay on until 4. We'll see. I might hop off early. I don't know. But until then, keep asking the questions, guys. I will keep answering your questions. Let me know in the chat if this is helpful. Let me know if you want me to keep going, and I will keep going as long as I possibly can. Okay, check in Florida. You just said you finished your website. If anyone wants to assist with web development, let's connect to make our bookkeeping more professional. Thanks again. You're so inspiring. You're welcome. Yeah, if anybody wants to check out my website's not good. I am not a website design expert. I'm a bookkeeping expert and a QuickBooks expert. But if anybody wants to check out my website for some inspiration, feel free. It's harrisburgbookkeeping.com. So the whole point about a website, real quick, first of all, no one's going to see your website for the first month. So it doesn't matter. I hate to break it to you, but no one's going to see it. It doesn't matter. Even now, like, I don't even know now how many people go to my website. Like, I don't track that. I don't really use my website that much. I mostly do everything on Facebook and Google My Business. But with your website, the whole point of your website, it's just called a landing page. Like, more than likely, your website's going to be pretty basic in the beginning. The whole point here is you want your website to tell these prospective clients some information about you. First of all, what do? I do bookkeeping. I offer 3 different packages. One package is $250 a month. One package is $500 a month. And the gold package is $1,000 a month. I do bookkeeping. I categorize your transactions. I reconcile your accounts. I generate your financial reports. That's what I do. Okay, so now we know what you do. And we know how much it costs. And then you need to like build a quick relationship, like have a picture of yourself. I think it's really good to have a picture of yourself on your website. Be personable, have a quick bio. Maybe you could have a couple, not sure what just happened. Maybe you could have a couple, music playlist. Did you just give me $20? 3 prospects this week alone following your tips. I'm not sure if you just gave me $20 or not, but if you did, you are awesome. I appreciate you. A superstar. I'm not sure what that means, but thank you, music playlist. You really kind of broke my train of thought there with that. Anyway, I have no idea what I was saying. Your website. So the whole point here with your website is that you want to tell people who you are, what you do, and then most importantly, how to contact you. So people are probably going to your website to like get some information about you. So make it easy to contact you from your website. So have your phone number, your email address, your office address if you have a physical office. You can. So you want to, on your website, you want to tell people 3 things: how to contact you, who you are, and what you do. That's just real quick. Music playlist, I appreciate you. I've never had anybody do that before. You're awesome. Thanks so much. You really broke my train of thought. So sorry if I got flustered for a second. Just this big orange box popped up in my chat. It said $20. I wasn't sure what was going on, but music playlist, I genuinely appreciate you. Thank you so much. What that tells me is that this stuff is helping you guys. And that's the whole point. That's why I'm making these videos. Like, seriously, I enjoy it. Honestly, if you can't tell, I would not be spending an hour on here almost every single day just talking to the world just to like make money. Because like I make a lot of money in my bookkeeping business. I don't make a ton of money on YouTube, but I genuinely enjoy doing this because when I got started, somebody asked me about a mentor a couple weeks ago, and I didn't have a mentor. Like, I didn't have a course that I took whenever I got started that taught me everything I needed to know about bookkeeping and QuickBooks and sales and marketing and customer service and onboarding clients. Like, I didn't know how to do all that stuff. And I have just learned so much over the past 3 years. I've learned so much over the past 3 years. And so now I just want to share that information with you all. So if I have 30 people here right now watching this video, and if I can help you all get a client, then I am truly blessed to be in this position, to be able to help you and to be able to motivate you, inspire you, educate you, whatever you call it, just to help you guys get clients. Because that's the whole point. Like, that's why we're here. We're here to teach each other and to learn and to start and grow a massive bookkeeping business. That's the whole point. Anyway, I digress. Let's see. Any other questions? Let's see. What does a bookkeeper have to offer to a potential client? If the client asks, what can you do for me? How should I respond? That's a great question. So here's what I say. I say, I'm a bookkeeper and I work with QuickBooks Online, and I keep it very simple. I don't do taxes. I don't do payroll. I don't do CFO services. I actually just do bookkeeping. So I categorize your transactions, I reconcile your accounts, and I generate your financial reports. I do everything on a weekly basis. So some people might wait until the end of the month or the end of the quarter or the end of the year to categorize your transactions. I don't do that. I honestly am logging into your QuickBooks every single week. And that's really beneficial because if I have a question or if there's a fraudulent or suspicious charge, I'm able to catch it in real time. I'm able to bring it to your attention or ask you questions in real time every single week instead of waiting until the end of the month or the end of the year to ask you questions. So I do your bookkeeping in real time every single week, and then I reconcile your accounts. So I will need your bank statements and credit card statements on a monthly basis, and I reconcile your accounts. And then finally, I generate your financial reports. What that means is every single month, I usually try to do it in the first 5 business days of every single month. So right now it's November 29th, which means next week, sometime next week between Monday and Friday, if you were my client, you will be getting an updated November profit and loss in your email, everything finalized, pending obviously our ability to communicate effectively and answer each other's questions. As long as we can do that, you will have a monthly profit and loss in the first 5 to 10 business days of every single month. And then I wrap it all up by saying this. Basically, everything you're doing in QuickBooks right now, I will do it for you. That is my value add. So I hope that was helpful. Yeah, so that would be my sales pitch. Like, that's literally what I say in my sales pitch. So that's what a bookkeeper has to offer a potential client. Updated chartered accountant. I want to do widow work. Oh man, I wish I knew what that meant. I don't know what that means. You don't know how much I appreciate your transparency. Excuse me. You don't know how much I appreciate your transparency and straightforward real answers. Thank you, Katrina Andrews. Truly, genuinely, you are welcome. I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. William Peacock, do you want to have an LLC before creating social media business profiles and advertising? Don't want to receive opportunities from clients and not legally be able to act on them. I actually just made a video about this morning. Do you want to have an LLC? Everybody create an LLC. Like, that's all I have to say. Like, I think everybody should make an LLC. It's really not that expensive. In Pennsylvania, it costs $125 to register your business as an LLC. So, and it takes 2 weeks. So, like, seriously, after this call, or feel free to hop off right now and just go to your Department of State website and just like create an LLC. It's really not that difficult. I think you should. I think you should create an LLC now. And then as soon as you create your LLC, as soon as you have your business name, then you can start, creating content. Even before, if you really want to, you can start creating content now, because guess what? You're not going to get a client in the next in the next 2 weeks. Like, you're not going to get a client in the next 2 weeks. I can almost guarantee that's not going to happen. So don't wait. Like, don't wait until you become a QuickBooks Certified Pro Advisor. Don't wait until you pass that bookkeeping certification. Don't wait until you buy my course. Don't wait until your LLC gets finalized or your business checking account gets set up. Seriously, don't wait for anything because it's going to take you 2 months to get a client. Maybe you get lucky and you get a client in 2 weeks, but more than likely it's going to take you at least a month to get your first client. So don't wait. If I were you, I would create your LLC today. Like, you can do it online tonight after your kids go to sleep, or after you're done watching TV, or before you watch TV, after you're done eating dinner, like while you're at work. Like, you can create your LLC right now. It takes 10 minutes. It's really not that difficult. So start creating content today and create your LLC today. Boom. Do both things. Sorry, I'm having trouble. Marcus Gazetta, how do you keep track of who accepted your friend request 30 days ago? Do you write it down somewhere? So there is a really, really easy way that you can do this. I'm not going to share my screen right now, but if you go to your Facebook, you can go to your activity log in your Facebook, and you can see like who accepted your friend request, and you can filter out by the date. So I'm not going to share my screen and show you how to do it. If you do want to learn more, you can schedule a one-on-one consultation with me, or you can probably just do a quick Google search and figure it out. But yeah, you can Facebook will tell you that information pretty easily. SH, your videos are so helpful. I appreciate you. Thank you for your live support. I'm here for you. What's the typical average cost for a cleanup or catch-up, and how many hours are typically spent working on these? So I charge my full monthly rate. So if I'm going to charge you $250 a month, I'm going to charge you $250 a month times 12. So it's going to be $3,000 for me to do an entire year of bookkeeping. I don't give a discount because to me that just makes no sense. Because then, like, if I'm going to give you a discount, then like maybe you just wait until the next year and you don't hire me on to do your monthly bookkeeping. So I don't offer a discount. I don't think, like, attorneys and accountants and CPAs and bookkeepers, like engineers, like professional services, you don't see discounts too often. Like, we have services, we charge full price. There are no gimmicks. There's no coupons. We just charge full price. Like, that's just kind of the industry. So people are used to paying full price. How many hours are typically spent? So here's the cool thing is that cleanups, I charge full price per month, but it's a lot faster because like you're going to like have like Home Depot, for example. And so if you're just doing 1 week of transactions, you might have 2 Home Depot transactions last week. But if you're doing an entire year, like, it doesn't really take that much more time to categorize all of the Home Depot transactions. You can just select all the Home Depot transactions and categorize them all with a couple clicks of the button. So to do an entire year of bookkeeping it's not more work. It's actually easier and faster than it is to do like each month individually, but I still charge full price. So I would probably say I usually tell people I'll finish their 1 year of bookkeeping in a week. Like, I can usually knock out a whole year of bookkeeping in 1 week, and that's on top of having 45 clients. So if you have no clients, you could honestly probably do an entire year of bookkeeping in 2 days. Like, real talk, 2 days. So you can make $3,000 in 2 days, working from your home, sitting on your couch in your pajamas, watching Netflix, doing bookkeeping on your computer. It's pretty cool. Janelle Albini, you said grow slow and steady and learn as you go. Exactly. Like, you're not going to get 30 clients in the next 2 months. It's not going to happen. So you might as well start doing marketing now. Like, don't worry about becoming a bookkeeping expert and a QuickBooks expert, because it's going to happen gradually. Like, you're going to get 2 clients in the next 2 months, and then you're going to figure out how to do their bookkeeping. It's not that complicated. And then you're going to get 2 more clients in the next 2 months. And then, like, it just slowly grows from there. All right, then, I can't get over your name. All right, then, keep your secrets. I feel kind of silly saying it every single time. What do you do if you get a client who wants monthly bookkeeping, and during the monthly maintenance, you find out that their books are off in QBO prior to you? So what you would do in that situation. So this is why I ask people, when do you want me to start? I don't tell people looks like your books are good through August, I'm going to start September 1st. I don't tell people when I'm going to start. I ask them, when do you want me to start? So if you want me to start January 1st, 2023, I'm going to assume everything in 2022 is good to go. If I go to reconcile your accounts and I see that your bank is not reconciled as of 12/31/2022, I'll email you and I'll tell you, hey, your bank account in QuickBooks is off by $5,000. We have two options. I can do one simple journal entry to true up your bank account in QuickBooks and to reconcile and to be done with 2022. And it's one journal entry, no extra charge. It's not accurate because I don't know where the mistake was made, but I will debit your bank account and credit opening balance equity, and your bank account will reconcile. Or the other option, I can go line by line, month by month, and try to figure out where is the discrepancy, where was the error. That's going to be timely. It's going to cost extra. So it's up to you. Almost always they're like, I already filed my taxes in 2022. I don't care. Let's just move on. Just do the journal entry. I don't really care. So make sure you get it in writing. Don't do a phone call. Make sure you email them. Have them email you back. And if you email them and they call you and you talk about it, send them an email and be like, hey, just to confirm, based on our phone conversation, you want me to just do a journal entry for the checking account to reconcile December 2022. That's what I'm going to do. You could even send a screenshot of the journal entry for reference, for record. FYI, I made this journal entry to clean up 2022 and to reconcile the accounts. Make sure you have it in writing. That way, at the end of the year, when the CPA is like, what is this? Why did you do this? You can be like, oh, actually, the client told me to do it. I don't know if that answered your question. Hopefully it did. I'm getting kind of tired. I've got 5 more minutes, then I'm hopping off. It's kind of hard to talk for a whole hour. It's tough, but I enjoy doing it, so I don't mind doing it. What do you do if you get a client? Okay. Money hacks for you. I just found this live late. Is there replays? Yes, there are replays. Yeah, the whole video is going to be posted. Let's see. Music plays. I find it very time consuming to engage with everyone. You don't have to engage with everybody. Just spend 10 minutes. Open up your phone, go through your news feed, 5 minutes, maybe not even 10 minutes, like 5 minutes, and just like comment on 5 people's posts. That's it. It doesn't have to be like crazy amount of work. Just do it for 5 minutes. You don't have to engage with every single person. How much is your course? My course is $1,200. What do you do if there are missing statements or receipts when doing a cleanup? You need all of their bank statements. So that's non-negotiable. You need all of their bank statements, all of their credit card statements, no matter what. Receipts, I don't really care about receipts. I have questions all the time. Like I will send you a list of questions. So like, especially with checks, like if I don't know who did you pay or what was the memo of the check, I will send you a list of all of the checks and I'll say, hey, please let me know who did you pay and briefly describe what did you buy. Do you have any, if I know that was a short answer, I'm kind of getting tired and running out of time. So if you have like more specific questions, maybe check back in. So for everyone watching, I'm going to try to keep doing these, not every day, but like most days at 3 p.m. So if anybody's late, like tune in, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to try to keep doing these lives, but I do have to go because I have a little bit more work to catch up on. I'll answer the rest of these questions. Do you have any cafe juice bar client? That's very specific. No, I do not. The shop is going to be open this Christmas and I will start the bookkeeping for them on the 1st. How much should I charge them? Very simple. When you're quoting people, charge a minimum of $200 per month. If they're a brand new business, if they have been in business for the past 2 or 3 months, look at their bank statements, count up all their transactions, and then charge somewhere between $2 and $3 per transaction. Zach, I apologize if you've already previously answered this. When I get my first client, I might need some extra one-on-one coaching support to gain that beginning confidence. I don't see a question there, but if anybody has any, like if anybody needs one-on-one coaching or consulting, like there's a link in the description of this video, $100 an hour. I will help you with all of your bookkeeping questions and concerns. Mega Claire 123, listening from Ireland. Welcome. That's far away. I don't know anybody from Ireland except for you, so you are my first friend from Ireland. You're finishing your bookkeeping course through a local college. Already have 3 clients. Congratulations. That's awesome. All want to use Xero. Seems to be used more so here and in the UK. Love your channel and advice. So thank you for pointing that out. I tell people I work exclusively with QuickBooks Online, but that might not be the case for you. It sounds like over in Europe and Canada, you guys are using Xero, which is cool. What I would recommend is pick one software. So if I were you, maybe just work with Xero. Like if that's what a lot of the people in your area are using, just work with Xero, because I don't have a niche in the industries who I service, but I have a niche in the software that I use. And that has enabled me to become a QuickBooks Online expert. So for you, like seriously, I think it was a really good idea for me. Like I don't use QuickBooks Desktop, I don't use Xero or Sage or Wave. I only work with QuickBooks Online. So I truly am a QuickBooks expert. Like I can do anything in QuickBooks. I can solve any problem you might have. I can teach you anything. I can figure out anything. I'll find anything. Like nothing could escape me in QuickBooks Online. So for you, my best recommendation is to only work with Xero and don't try to learn multiple accounting softwares. I think it's going to be too stressful for you, and you're going to be slow. Like if you try to be a master of all trade, like a jack of all trades, master of none. So I think that's a bad idea. Like I would much rather hire a Xero expert than hire somebody who like has a little bit of experience with Xero and QuickBooks. And you personally, like you will be able to handle so many more clients if you become a Xero expert. So stick with one software, become an expert, and then you'll get really fast and really efficient at doing bookkeeping in that bookkeeping software, and you'll be able to handle 45 clients like me. 2 more questions. Do you offer any service where we work one-on-one and perhaps split the profits while you consult alongside of me? Yes, I'm thinking about doing that. I'm thinking about me getting bookkeeping clients and then passing them off to you guys. And so we'll do a 50-50 split. I'll do sales and marketing, onboarding, and back office payment processing, and then you guys will do the bookkeeping. I am thinking about doing that. I just haven't done it yet. When you speak with clients for the first time, are they usually very knowledgeable in QuickBooks, or are they completely lost? They are completely lost. Like 50% of my prospective clients are currently doing their bookkeeping. The other 50% like have their dad or their wife or their office administrator or somebody on their team doing the bookkeeping for them. So but like even the people who are doing their bookkeeping, they're usually lost. Like they don't usually know what's going on. So you are going to know so much more about QuickBooks than any business owner who you talk to. So, but almost everybody is completely lost. And it's only going to take you a couple months for you to become a QuickBooks expert and a bookkeeping expert. But that is all for today, guys. I got to go. Last thing I'll say, check out all the links in the description of this video. Definitely join my Facebook group. It's a great little community. We've got 4,000 members. You can post questions and you can comment and you can support each other. I've got weekly meetings on Monday at 3 p.m. with a very small group of people just like you who are trying to start their bookkeeping business, and we meet and we collaborate and we work together. And then one-on-one consultations. And then finally, there's a course in the description of this video. I will teach you everything you need to know from start to finish. Bookkeeping fundamentals, QuickBooks, how to do it, how to do marketing, how to do sales, how to onboard clients, how to deliver customer service. I got to go. I'm going to try to do this every day at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll see how long I make it. I'll see you guys in the next one.